As that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, beautiful souls listening today, there's something I've learned, look, not from books or lectures, but from life itself. Your time is your most precious gift. If you don't protect it, others will spend it for you. We are taught that being selfish is wrong, that we must give, serve, and sacrifice. Yes, that's beautiful. That's noble. But let me ask you, what happens when you give so much of yourself that there is nothing left? I used to say yes to everything. Yes to people who only remembered me when they needed something. Yes to events I had no energy for. Yes to dreams that were never mine. And in trying to be everything for everyone, I forgot who I was. Until life stopped me. Until that car accident broke my spine and built my spirit. Lying in that hospital bed, unable to move, I learned a lesson no classroom could teach. Time is not promised. Each moment you spend unhappy, each second you spend pleasing others at the cost of your own peace, is a moment you'll never get back. And so, I say this to you from the depths of my heart. Be selfish with your time. Be selfish not in arrogance, but in awareness. Be selfish not with your love, but with your energy. Be selfish enough to choose growth over gossip, peace over people-pleasing, purpose over pressure. Say yes to your dreams. Say yes to rest. Say yes to boundaries. And say no to anything that doesn't nurture your soul. You do not owe anyone an explanation for protecting your peace. You do not need permission to prioritize your well-being. And you are not a bad person for choosing yourself. Because when you fill your own cup, only then can you pour into others. So walk boldly, speak kindly, but never forget your time is sacred. Protect it fiercely. Live it fully. Time is your most precious gift. Unlike money or material things, time once spent can never be regained. People-pleasing can lead to self-neglect. Saying yes to everyone may cause you to lose your own identity and peace. Hardships often teach life's lessons. True wisdom and clarity often come through pain, not comfort. Being selfish with your time is a form of self-respect. Protecting your time means valuing your mental health, purpose, and energy. Boundaries are healthy, not rude. Saying no doesn't make you mean, it means you're aware of your limits. You can serve others better when you prioritize yourself first. You must fill your own cup before you can truly pour into others. Time is your most precious gift. It's something we all possess in equal measure minus 24 hours in a day, 1,440 minutes, 86,400 seconds. Yet how we choose to spend that time defines the quality and direction of our lives. Many people don't realize the value of time until it slips away, until they're left with regret over moments wasted, relationships neglected, or dreams postponed indefinitely. And unlike money, status, or even health in some cases, time is one thing that can never be earned back. Once it's gone forever. You see, in this fast-paced world, we've become obsessed with doing more faster, louder, and more visibly. We wear busyness like a badge of honor. We fill our schedules to the brim, attend every meeting, respond to every message, say yes to every request, all while convincing ourselves that this is productivity. But productivity is not about how much you do, it's about how much of what you do actually matters. Time spent does not always equal time well spent. Many of us don't truly understand the value of time until life forces us to slow down. You begin to recognize that not all urgency is important, and not all importance is urgent. Learning this can be uncomfortable because it often means confronting painful truths, that you've been investing in people who drain you, that you've been chasing goals you never truly wanted, or that you've been living someone else's version of success. Being aware of how precious time is invites you to live more intentionally. It means making conscious decisions about where your energy goes. It means understanding that rest is not laziness, that solitude is not loneliness, and that saying no is not unkindness. When you know the value of your time, you stop giving it away to anything or anyone who doesn't honor it. Some people will not understand when you start guarding your time. They might label you as selfish, distant, or even arrogant. But the truth is, protecting your time is one of the most generous things you can do for yourself and for others. When you manage your time with purpose, you become more present, more grounded, more available in a meaningful way. You don't just show up, you show up whole. And that kind of presence, that kind of energy is far more impactful than spreading yourself thin just to please everyone. Time also teaches you patience. When you truly value time, you stop rushing everything. You realize that good things take time: healing, growth, love, success. You learn to appreciate the process rather than just chase the outcome. You no longer feel the pressure to compare your timeline with someone else's. You trust your own rhythm. You begin to honor your own pace. So, take a moment and reflect. Are you spending your time on what truly matters to you? Are you building the life you want, or just existing in a life that happened to you? Are your hours filled with purpose, or are they lost to distractions and obligations that leave you empty? You owe it to yourself to live fully, to be present in your own life. And that begins with recognizing just how sacred your time is. Don't wait for a wake-up call. Don't wait until it's too late to realize what you had. Be mindful now. Be intentional now. Because your time is not just ticking, it's shaping who you become. And that, more than anything else, is why you must never take it for granted. People-pleasing can lead to self-neglect in ways that are subtle at first, but over time, they become deeply damaging. Many of us are conditioned from a young age to seek approval, to be agreeable, polite, accommodating. We're taught that being liked by others is a sign of success, that harmony is more important than honesty, and that saying yes makes us kind. But what happens when all that saying yes means saying no to ourselves? At first, it might feel good. It feels safe. When you please others, you feel accepted. You avoid conflict. You are rewarded with smiles, praise, and validation. But slowly, something begins to change inside. The more you try to meet everyone else's expectations, the more you begin to lose sight of your own. You compromise your needs to avoid disappointing others. You silence your voice to avoid offending someone. You put your own priorities on the back burner because someone else's needs seem more urgent. And before you know it, your identity becomes a patchwork of what everyone else wants you to be. This is the quiet trap of people-pleasing. It doesn't announce itself as self-neglect, it disguises itself as kindness, compassion, and even humility. But real kindness must include kindness to yourself. And compassion that leaves you drained, resentful, or invisible is not compassion, it's self-erasure. When you constantly put others first at your own expense, you begin to feel tired, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. You carry the weight of other people's emotions, responsibilities, and expectations. You start to feel stretched thin, like you're everywhere but nowhere. Your smile becomes a mask. Your yes becomes automatic, not authentic. And your time, your energy, your life slowly slips out of your hands. Choosing to stop people-pleasing doesn't mean you stop being kind. It means your kindness starts including you. It means you understand that your worth isn't tied to how much you do for others or how many people like you. It means you're no longer afraid to disappoint someone if it means being true to yourself. You are allowed to have boundaries. You are allowed to say no without guilt. You are allowed to protect your peace. And the people who truly love and respect you will understand that. The rest? Let them go. You deserve to live a life that feels good on the inside, not one that just looks good on the outside. And that begins when you stop seeking permission to exist and start honoring who you really are. You matter. Your needs matter. Your voice matters. And it's okay to choose yourself. Not because you don't care about others, but because you finally care about you. Hardships often teach life's deepest lessons. There is a kind of wisdom that cannot be learned from books, lectures, or even mentors. It comes only from experience, the kind of experience that breaks you open, tests your limits, and leaves you forever changed. As painful as those moments can be, they carry truths that comfort never could. When life is smooth, we often take things for granted. We move through our routines on autopilot, assuming that tomorrow will look a lot like today. But then something unexpected happens, a loss, a betrayal, a failure, a moment that shakes your world. Suddenly, everything changes. You start asking questions you never asked before. What really matters? Who really cares? What am I doing with my life? It's in those moments of darkness that you begin to see the light more clearly. Pain has a way of stripping away the superficial, revealing what's real. It humbles you. It softens your heart. It makes you realize how fragile life is and how much strength you actually carry within. You discover a version of yourself you never knew existed, someone who can survive, who can rebuild, who can still hope even after being broken. Hardships teach you empathy. Once you've suffered, you become more aware of the silent struggles others are facing. You learn to listen more, judge less, and appreciate even the smallest acts of kindness. You begin to notice things you once ignored: the warmth of sunlight, the power of a deep breath, the beauty of a simple conversation. Adversity doesn't just make you stronger, it makes you more human. Often we try to avoid pain at all costs. We want control. We want certainty. But the truth is, some of the greatest growth in life happens when we lose control. It's when the plans fall apart that new possibilities are born. The setback becomes a setup for transformation. The wound becomes a place where the light enters, as Rumi once said. Looking back, many people say their most painful moments were also the most defining. Not because the pain was pleasant, but because it pushed them to grow. It forced them to let go of what no longer served them. It taught them resilience. It opened their eyes to new paths. Without those trials, they would have never discovered their true strength or found the courage to change. So if you're going through a difficult time, know this: it's not the end of your story. You are being shaped, not shattered. Every hardship carries a hidden lesson. Don't rush the process. Don't numb the pain. Let it teach you. Let it transform you. One day you'll look back and realize that what once felt like the end was actually the beginning of a deeper, wiser, more authentic version of you. And that version will carry a strength no comfort could ever give. Being selfish with your time is a form of self-respect. It means recognizing that your time is not unlimited and choosing to spend it in ways that truly honor your values, goals, and well-being. Too often, we allow our days to be consumed by obligations, distractions, and expectations that leave us feeling drained, unfulfilled, and disconnected from ourselves. Prioritizing yourself doesn't mean ignoring others. It means creating space within yourself so that you have something meaningful to offer. It means acknowledging that your body, your mind, and your spirit need nourishment too. Whether it's taking time to rest, pursuing your passions, saying no to what drains you, or simply being alone to reconnect with yourself, these are not indulgences. They are investments. They prepare you to serve with clarity, joy, and intention. In fact, when you show others that you honor your own needs, you teach them to do the same. You model self-respect. You demonstrate balance. You help create a culture where giving doesn't come at the cost of well-being, but is grounded in mutual respect and healthy boundaries. And in this way, your act of choosing yourself becomes a quiet form of leadership. There is wisdom in the practice of self-care because it creates resilience. Life will always throw challenges your way. If you are constantly depleted, you will crumble under the weight of responsibility. But when you are centered and whole, you can adapt, respond, and continue to give, not from a place of duty, but from a place of love. So never feel guilty for choosing yourself. Rest when you need it. Step back when necessary. Say no when something doesn't align with your values. The more you care for your own well-being, the more energy, empathy, and strength you'll have to share with the world. And that's not just better for you, it's better for everyone around you. Because service that comes from overflow, not emptiness, is the kind that truly heals and uplifts others. As that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, beautiful souls listening today, there's something I've learned, look, not from books or lectures, but from life itself. Your time is your most precious gift. If you don't protect it, others will spend it for you. We are taught that being selfish is wrong, that we must give, serve, and sacrifice. Yes, that's beautiful. That's noble. But let me ask you, what happens when you give so much of yourself that there is nothing left? I used to say yes to everything. Yes to people who only remembered me when they needed something. Yes to events I had no energy for. Yes to dreams that were never mine. And in trying to be everything for everyone, I forgot who I was. Until life stopped me. Until that car accident broke my spine and built my spirit. Lying in that hospital bed, unable to move, I learned a lesson no classroom could teach. Time is not promised.